You're not invincible, but your brain sure thinks you are. From ignoring danger signs to whispering, "It won't happen to me." Your mind runs a full-time optimism campaign, without your consent. But what if I told you, this delusion is not stupidity? It's evolution. Today, we're diving into the brain's built-in death filter, the glitchy survival code that lets you smile at danger like it's your neighbor's cat. Buckle up, your brain is about to lie to you, again. Number 1. The phantom phone buzz. You're sitting quietly. No notifications, no texts, no calls. But then, buzz. Your hand twitches. You check your pocket. Nothing. No phone. No vibration. Nothing but betrayal from your own nervous system. Welcome to phantom vibration syndrome, the modern-day hallucination that happens when your brain just wants your phone to be buzzing. It's like your body's running on FOMO autopilot. Scientists believe this glitch is a side effect of your brain adapting to the constant barrage of digital notifications. It's learned to expect them, even crave them, so sometimes it just makes one up. This is the neurological equivalent of someone yelling, "Surprise," at an empty room. Over and over, just in case someone walks in. Your sensory neurons, bored and overstimulated all at once, are misfiring like faulty smoke detectors. And you're left looking like a confused raccoon checking your pocket 14 times an hour. Basically, your nervous system is throwing a tantrum in your honor. Cute. Number 2. Eye floaters, the ghosts in your vision. You ever look at a bright sky or a white wall and suddenly see squiggly little worms just vibing in your vision? No, your eyeballs aren't haunted. Those are floaters. And they're pieces of your own eyeball floating around inside your eyeball. Because yes, your body is a walking paradox. Here's the science. Inside your eye is a jelly-like goo called the vitreous humor. As you age, or just because the universe is hilarious, tiny bits of collagen clump together and cast shadows on your retina. That's what you see, little sky boogers that move when you try to look at them. But the best part? You can't actually focus on them. They just drift away, smug and unbothered. It's like trying to chase a balloon underwater. These floaters are harmless most of the time. But if you suddenly see a rainstorm of them, congratulations, you might be going blind. Have fun. Until then, enjoy your internal snow globe of ocular debris. Number 3. Exploding head syndrome. Let's paint a picture. It's 2 a.m. You're finally falling asleep. And suddenly, boom, a sound like a gunshot, a crash, or an explosion jerks you awake. You jump out of bed, heart pounding. But nothing happened. That was just your brain casually detonating a firework in your head for funsies. This is called exploding head syndrome, which is probably the most dramatic name in all of sleep disorders. No, your head does not actually explode, but your brain does misfire while transitioning between sleep and wakefulness, sending a sudden burst of sound, completely fake, straight to your consciousness. Think of it as your brain tripping over itself and slamming the panic button on the way down. Why does this happen? Stress, sleep deprivation, and, brace yourself, no one really knows. But it's not dangerous, just deeply annoying and vaguely terrifying, which makes it perfect for this list. So yeah, sweet dreams. Number 4. Hypnic jerks, the sleep kick of doom. You've probably experienced this one. You're lying in bed, drifting off, finally finding peace, and suddenly your whole body flails like you're falling off a cliff. Congratulations, that's a hypnic jerk, your body's last-ditch effort to make sure you're not dying. Seriously, this involuntary twitch happens when your brain gets confused between falling asleep and falling to your death. Evolutionarily, it might come from a time when sleeping in trees was a thing. And a sudden muscle spasm was your body checking if you were about to plummet to the forest floor. In reality, it's your nervous system going, "Wait, are we still alive? Better karate chop the air just in case." It's like your body thinks it's in a Mission Impossible scene. Except you're just trying to sleep and not fall into imaginary lava. Number 5. The yawn contagion. Why your brain is weirdly empathetic. You see someone yawn. You feel a yawn bubbling up in your own face. You fight it, but nope, it wins. You yawn too. Why? Because your brain is weirdly cooperative, even when it's completely unnecessary. This is called contagious yawning, and it has nothing to do with being tired. It's a glitchy side effect of something called mirror neurons, Cells in your brain that fire not just when you do something, but when you see someone else do it. It's empathy, hardwired into your biology. Here's the spooky part. Even thinking about yawning, or reading the word yawn, can trigger one. Go ahead, I'll wait. Scientists think this instinct dates back to when early humans survived best by syncing up with the tribe, eat together, sleep together, even be bored together. Group yawn? Time to settle down before the saber-toothed tiger shows up. So if you ever yawn in a room and start a chain reaction, congrats, you just hacked a dozen brains at once. Number 6. Your brain literally deletes time. Ever zone out while driving, walking, or showering, and then realize you don't remember the last few minutes at all? No aliens, no time travel, just your brain casually deleting part of your experience like it's trimming a YouTube video. This is called a temporal gap, and it's your brain switching to autopilot. When it detects repetition, low danger, and no new data, it stops recording actively. Like, nothing new here, we'll skip this scene, and suddenly, poof, 5 minutes gone. And you're already at your exit. It's not amnesia, it's efficiency, but it does make you question, how much of your life is your brain just skipping? Now imagine doing that for entire conversations. Hi, social anxiety. Number 7. Why humans are born basically useless. Most mammals are born running, climbing, or swimming. Human babies? We're just crying potatoes with limbs. But why? Why does nature allow us to be so underwhelming? Turns out, humans are born early because of a cruel anatomical trade-off. Our brains are huge, like freakishly big compared to other mammals. If we stayed in the womb until we could walk, our heads would be too big to fit through the birth canal. Thanks, evolution. So we're born prematurely, neurologically speaking, and spend the next few years catching up to what most animals do in hours. It's called exterogestation, basically. Continuing to grow outside the womb. So yes, you're born unfinished. You're the biological equivalent of early access software. Congrats, beta version. Number 8. The ancient brain that panics in crowds. You're in a packed elevator. Your heart starts racing. At a concert, you feel uneasy. Ever wonder why big crowds sometimes feel dangerous, even when there's no actual threat? Blame your lizard brain. That primal chunk of your mind still thinks you live in the wild. And in the wild, big gatherings of people equals limited resources, more predators, and no escape route. Evolution hasn't caught up with music festivals and subway rides yet. So your amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear, starts quietly screaming. Too many humans. No exits. Danger. Even if you're just trying to get a latte. Your brain's working off an ancient operating system, trying to install caveman logic into a modern world, which, as you may have guessed, causes a lot of bugs. Number 9. You're biologically designed to see faces that aren't there. See that electrical socket? That cloud? That random stain on the wall? Did it look like a face? That's pareidolia, your brain's intense obsession with recognizing faces, even where none exist. Evolution made us really good at spotting faces in low visibility, because missing a predator, or an angry tribe's mate, could be deadly. But in the modern world, that same instinct means your brain sees ghosts in the wallpaper and demons in your laundry pile. Fun fact: some security cameras are designed to not falsely detect faces. Because pareidolia is so deeply hardwired, even AI struggles with it. So if you've ever seen a face in the dark and jumped out of your skin, congrats, you're not crazy. Just overly evolved. Number 10. Your brain has a built-in death filter, sort of. Ever wonder why some dangerous facts just don't emotionally hit you? Like hearing, you're more likely to die in a car crash than a plane crash, and still being scared of flying? That's the optimism bias. Your brain naturally filters out how fragile you are. It lies to you constantly, telling you, that won't happen to me. Because if you really processed every danger around you, you'd never leave your house. We are wired to underestimate risk, overestimate control, and assume we're the exception. It's not rational, it's survival. In a world full of threats, delusion might just be the only way to function. So the next time someone says, you know that could kill you, right? Your brain's already responded, yeah, but not me. So the next time your friend warns you, hey, that seems dangerous, and your brain replies with, Relax. I've got this. Just remember, that's not bravery. That's ancient software pretending to be Google Maps. Your optimism bias has helped humans survive lions, cliffs, and maybe even middle school, but it also makes you believe you're the exception to every rule. So laugh at your brain's little lies, but maybe also wear your seatbelt.